I'm pleased to be part of this and to provide a welcome statement to all the participants in this very important seminar series, which I believe is going to begin the process of immortalizing CJ, or Calestous Juma. I want to start with a quote, and the quote is actually from a very famous Scottish poet named Norman Campbell, who lived between 1777 and 1844. He stated, and I quote, "To live in hearts we leave behind is not to die." I'm using this quote to actually preface my statement of welcome to all of you, distinguished scholars and associates of Calestous Juma, who lived and worked with us from sunrise period of 9th June 1952 to sunset period 15th December 2017. I speak on behalf of the Governing Council of the African Center for Technology Studies, which is based in Nairobi. And I say this in my capacity as its chairman. For us in arts, there is no way you can talk about arts without a tacit reference to Calestous. I think the process of establishing arts has already been indicated by the executive director. But what I want to say is that arts was founded from scratch through the initial STI developmental ideas, which Calestous started nurturing. Now, these ideas, which he published during the time of his tenure as Executive Director of Arts, and later, these became the blueprint which have been followed by successive executive directors, including John Mugabe, Judy Wahungu, Tom Mugada, etc. Calestous has been many things to many people, but for us in arts, we saw him and continue to see him as an intellectual giant who made the youth of Africa proud in his very singular pursuit of knowledge and accomplishments to make the continent aware of and sought for better ways to derive benefits from these enormous genetic resources. Calestous saw this as happening through exposure in areas of science, technology, and innovation. Much of the mandate of arts has been provided, and its successes have been also indicated by the executive director, Tom. But let me say that the Governing Council is proud to associate with the CJ Legacy Foundation to start this lecture series. This falls in line with the Governing Council's desire, which had already been mooted in its deliberations in reference to the idea of immortalizing Calestous Juma. And I also indicate again, to us at Arts, Calestous lives in our hearts, and therefore, to quote Norman Campbell, he is still with us. With these brief remarks, I want to welcome all the participants to this very, very important lecture series. And I believe all of us will gain a lot at the end of the process. Thank you